how to take two-tiered coffee tables and turn them into this sort of jazzy striped mudroom or front hall bench. It's super easy. Here's a brief tools and materials list, but let's talk about these two-tiered end tables that just never look quite right in a setting. Now, sometimes they do, people who have a real knack for designing, but I have never had luck having them look any good. So I had an idea, and I'm going to show you how I took these apart and turned them into this long bench. As you can see, I got my drill and took apart the table, which the first thing was to remove that top tier. And after I took off the top, I saw the frame of the two tables, which honestly wasn't that sturdy. However, with the top on there, it's fine. I had these brackets or braces in my stash of hardware, so I went ahead and marked and connected the two top pieces so I knew what I was dealing with. After the bench top was upholstered, I did go back and add some reinforcing wood underneath to make sure that those two end table top pieces were really stable. Next, I just grabbed that runner that I had on my shelf and laid it on top of the bench to see how it was going to fit. Place the bench top on a piece of foam and trace around it, leaving a ½ inch extra all around. Then, using either an electric knife, a bandsaw, whatever you have, I happen to have this foam cutting saw, I cut out my foam piece, and there it is. And then I used spray adhesive and centered actually the foam and attached it. In most cases, this is when I would cut off that top corner of the foam at a 45-degree angle, so it would be beveled all the way around the top. But I didn't have to do that because of the rug. The rug was a heavy enough weight that it would compress the foam like I needed it to. The next step is to add a Dacron batting or a cotton batting that acts as a buffer between the foam and the fabric. It prevents friction on the foam from the fabric, and it also adds just a little bit of loft and softness to the top of the foam. And the other thing is that it compresses the foam like you'll need it for the final fabric. You'll get the hang of it after you do it a few times. I usually tell students that the Dacron or the cotton batting is kind of like a dress rehearsal for your final fabric, but you have the freedom that if you make a mistake with your batting, you're not really out of luck. So it's a dress rehearsal and a learning experience. Unfortunately, I don't have process shots of attaching the rug to the top, but I have other videos that show how to attach fabric pieces, and I even have a rug ottoman video. I have many other videos available that show the right technique to pull fabric tight or taut, as they say, and get some nice crisp corners. This was just one of those projects that came together. It was a spur-of-the-moment idea, and it just happened to work. Sometimes they don't work, but it's always worth a try. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and be sure to share with anybody who you think would enjoy.